exit out of studio mode. I actually did move the chat box, so hopefully, you can see some more of the details. If I didn't have the dono bar up, you'd be able to see more of them. What did you say, Kestrel? I don't have chat pulled up the normal way I do, so it bugged out on me, and I can't really see that. So give me a second. No, my mom specifically requested I use the Nestle Toll House recipe when I made the cookies because she is the one that wanted them. I'm also gonna boot up the game so you all can actually see the intro cutscene this time. But we're doing more of the Spooktacular Streamathon. I normally do not wait upwards of 30 minutes before starting stream. Like actually getting into stuff. We hit first stretch goal yesterday, so I'm super excited about that. Is it showing up? There we go. Now you all can see the intro. But we are in open VC mode, so any of the friendos in the Discord that have my boy that I can't. Oh, that's Karma. I didn't realize it was Karma. That was the intro. Super pretty. Love it so much. We'll be continuing in just a second. But I wanted to make sure it was known that this is open friendo VC for anyone that is wanting to join. It is totally fine if people don't have the spoons to be in VC and just want to chat. I am here for it. We're going to continue from where we left off yesterday. Oh, it tells you what route you're on. Huh. And we're opening back in on the Marsen to our lovely main lead reset. I don't see why this is necessary. Of course this is necessary, Princess. You work to show you can be useful. For the last half hour, Parfait and Delora have been debating what chores they want to give me. I cannot believe they are seriously going to make me work like a commoner. No freeloaders at the Marchen, remember? And you can't pull the princess card anymore now that you're a homeless peasant. Being demoted to a homeless peasant is not my fault. If you really think about it, it was kind of me to demote you. Stop teasing her, Delora. Lucette has had a lot thrown at her already. I'm only speaking the truth. Besides, working to live is the commoner's way of life, but at least it's rewarding. I will be right back. I am being summoned. You all get to enjoy the music. Where's my thing? I had the sticky note. Where's the BRB sticky note? There we go. Okay, we back. I just have to go take cookies out of the oven. But if you do nothing, you get nothing. No food, no clothes, no bed. You are no longer a princess, Lucette. Life here at the Marsh Inn is comfortable, and you need to work for comfort. Remember that. What you do is your choice, princess. Do I even have a choice? Not really, no. Let's see. How about cooking duties? No way she'd burn a salad. She could be a receptionist. Then we'd lose all our customers. That's probably true. I am right here, you know. Sorry. Do you have any useful skills at all? As princess, I had servants who did everything for me. They cleaned my room, helped me dress. How am I expected to possess skills for things I have never done? Ah. I found the perfect job for Cinderella. Ta-da! Lucette will be in charge of sweeping the Marsh Inn floors. Oh, I need to grab the Twitter about our donation goal since the thing is still working. Isn't working. Okay, can I pin this? I don't know how the frick you're supposed to pin things, which is the struggle. What? Perfect. Even she should be able to do that. Could you, princess? I refuse. But look, I even put a cute little ribbon on the room just for you. It's your very own special room. A princess does not clean. Hard-headed as ever. Don't worry, I have a fix for this. Suddenly the room flies into my hands, and I am pulled helplessly along as the thing begins to sweep the floor. I try to pull my hands away, but they may as well be glued to the broom. They do not budge. What have you done? You should be thanking me. I'm helping you with your duties. Delora, isn't that a little too much? Oh, nonsense. The princess is learning useful new skills. Mr. Broom will teach her everything she needs to know. Floor is dirty. Mr. Broom will come to life and start sweeping. It will not stop until the floors are spotless. What? Parfait. We got time for a cup of tea. But should be fine. A little sweeping never killed anyone. But motion sickness has. You are dreadful. Enjoy your time with Mr. Broom. Wait, they really just leave? He slowed down. Broom begins to speak faster. Protest, I am still forced like a puppet to sweep the floor with grudging tenacity. I can barely catch my breath after that. Princess Parfait sent me to check. How lovely, it's so clean I can see my reflection on the floorboards. I'm impressed. Do not even think about stepping into this room with your dirty shoes. Goodness, I didn't know princesses could be such terrifying creatures. You're aware that the Martian is opening soon. The floor isn't going to stay clean forever. And do not open the Martian. I do sympathize with you, Princess. It's difficult adjusting to the commoner's life. What would you know about that? More than you think. Was Karma originally nobility? Question mark? What? Oh, did I let that slip? That was my mistake. Karma just smiles at me, his eyes gleaming with playful mischief. He is definitely hiding something. My hands are red and sore from all the sweeping I have done today. I remembered the salve Anise offered me when I first woke up in my room. Surely that will help somewhat. I apply it to my hands and find to my surprise that it is very effective. Most of the redness quickly fades along with the pain. Is this what my life will be like if I do not break the curse, forced to work day in, day out? I cannot let things stay as they are. I must act. I lay down to rest. Tiredness falls upon me like a heavy, suffocating blanket. I close my eyes and feel myself shift into the darkness of sleep. Despite having slept for hours, I am still tired when I wake. I glance back at my hands and remember the salve's effectiveness. Whatever Anise gave me really works. I should ask her to make more. I feel like this is not the last time I will need it. I must act quickly. The sooner I break the curse, the better. These people who offered to help me are all here. Whom should I ask for help? Karma! 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 Karma, my dude! I find Karma sitting quietly at the bar. I thought he was the picture of elegance when I saw him at the toy shop, but he's really just conceited. Walk over to where he is. A Princess Lucette, you look stunning as always in your work clothing? You must be mocking me, but it does not matter. I am here because I want you to teach me about goodness. Not even compliment in return, I'm rather offended. Relax, Princess, I'm just teasing you. I noticed. Now can you answer my question? Princess, you do so wound me. This is going nowhere. Maybe I should ask someone else. Princess, wait, you made the right decision in coming to me for help, I assure you. The best people, Princess, look beautiful. What you look on the outside has to match what you have inside. How is that supposed to help me? Are you implying that I am not beautiful? Of course not. I only suggest that you smile more often. Smiling will not help me accomplish a good deed. And smiling has nothing to do with beauty. Oh dear, I'm afraid that's not true at all. People who are beautiful smile all the time. Like myself. It is not helping at all. Don't give me that look, darling. A real smile lifts the heart and takes stress off the mind. That is words to live by. And, well, in order to do good, you must first change yourself. Make yourself more beautiful on the outside and the inside. I really don't know why I came to him for advice. But what did I expect from such a flamboyant man? He is shallow as a puddle of water. I stare in horror at the floor. The wood beneath my feet is covered in brickwork. No, the broom! The broom! Oh no. Stop. Never thought I'd see this. The princess is actually sleeping. Not by choice. I think more like the broom is sleeping and the princess is just along for the ride. Lady Parfait, your orders have arrived. Where should I put them? At the back, please. Thank you. Glare at Garland. I glare at Garland as he begins to move. You. Dirtying the floor. I love this. Sorry. Garland dashes across the floor with long steps in an attempt to leave as few footprints as possible. I think I'm thinking of it. This was Dolores doing, wasn't it? Is it obvious? This has witch having fun written all over it. Can we stop it at this point? I need water. Wow, completely spotless. You're the worst. Don't be mad at the broom, princess. It's only trying to help. It's doing nothing but making my life miserable. Parfait, I must speak with you. The witch, there she's thinking. Regular at the Marston, and according to Parfait and Dora, a good witch. She orders tea here from time to time. She's on her shoes. She's glaring at me like that. Maybe it's because your shoes, dear. Just clean the floor. Oh, I'm sorry, I clean up after myself right away. The princess is something else. I have never seen a witch so frightened of someone before. Yeah. The witch hardly cleans up the tracks she made coming in before going to speak with Parfait. Though Parfait says Delora and this witch is good, I do not trust her judgment. Especially not what she considers Delora, who ruined my life, a good person. The broom back in its resting place before double-checking my work. Now that I am done, I can continue to work on breaking my curse. Should I ask for help? I already went through Karma's route. Not touching Rumple. Ugh. Just talk to Rod. So Rod has he enters the tavern. That was almost perfect timing. Heard from Parfait that Rod does not intend to break his curse, yet here he is again. Rod must sense my eyes on him because the minute he walks in, he turns to look at me. His expression is as cold and as moving as always. He pointedly leaves the tavern area and enters the reception. I follow after him. I told you to find someone else. What can I do to make you stop hating me? What? You said that whatever I done to you or your family was bad. So if I reverse that, I might get a good deed. You truly don't understand how goodness works, do you? I would not be asking you if I did. Rod closes his eyes and rubs the back of his neck. He looks thoughtful but also irate. I intend to break my curse as soon as possible, and I would do whatever it takes. And it seems to me that the easy way to achieve a good deed is to fix the supposed bad things I've already done. So are you going to help me or not? Tell Lady Parfait I will see her another time. He leaves the room without answering my question. With all my hands into fist, and he calls me the cruel one. Yeah, a month has passed, and I have yet to complete even one good deed. Not for any lack of trying, though. I've been asking around for advice on how to be a good person and receive various answers. What makes someone good? I say being selfless. I think it's important that you consider another person's feelings. Patience. The ability to soothe even the most broken of hearts. I need to be forced to interact with Rumple. I absolutely hate this. Despise being. Forget I asked. Bravery. Loyalty. You must be beautiful both on the inside and out. Right. Must I be all of those things in order to be good? According to Parfait, I cannot just pretend. It has to come from my heart. Place a hand on my chest and consider the steady pulse of my heartbeat. That will not be easy. I close my eyes thinking about possible ways I might be able to break my curse, but in the end, my mind is blank. Mother, what am I supposed to do? A dream? Your personal feelings are nothing but a weakness for others to exploit. That is why you do not show them. You only show them that you are strong. Yes, Mother. You must not let false kindness deceive you. People will use niceties to trick you into exploiting your weak emotions. But you can trust me, Lucette. I will never hurt you. I will never lie to you. I am all you need. I love you, Lucette. I love you too, Mother. How are those lessons of yours going? I hope you're not giving anyone a difficult time. I am the one having a difficult time. Have you tried pairing up with someone? Pairing up? Some of the people in the tavern pair up to assist each other. 2 heads are better than 1, as they say. It's not a bad idea, but the problem is with her. It's going volunteer to pair up with the Ice Princess. Here's the point, people might glare at me anymore, but it does not escape me that I am still disliked. Most of the boarders at the Marchand volunteered to help her, remember? And I haven't heard any of them retract their offers. It is only a matter of time. Stop it, Delora. It's your choice, Princess. Pairing up is only a suggestion. I'm going to see about getting that pinned really quick. User, ban user, copy text. How do I go about pinning this? How a freaking conniption. Pairing up with someone really helped me break my curse. What if they end up being an annoyance in itself? Princess? Excuse me, Princess. I'm sorry for disturbing you, but you've just been sitting in your tray, and the customer is waiting for his order. Of course. Burr has me helping your niece today. Our restaurant's unexpectedly busy, and they cannot keep up with all the customers. Stop dreaming, Lucette. Food doesn't deliver itself. I do not need you to tell me that. I stretch out of my bed. The stiff mattress does little to soothe my aching muscles. On my feet the entire day, struggling to keep up with steady stream of people that came into Marchand. I've never seen the Marchand this busy. My stomach and bury my face into my pillow. My arms and legs protest the movement. I refuse to live this type of life much longer. I need to break this curse as soon as possible. Why don't you pair up with someone? Pairing up might not be such a bad idea. Ooh! Ooh, we get to pick! Oh, we don't have their roots unlocked. Okay, so we have Rod, Rumple, and Karma. I'm most invested in Karma's story because Karma is mysterious as frick. Chapter 3, Secret Practices. I decide to go search for Karma as soon as I am done with Mr. Broom. Or as soon as it's done with me. He should be sitting at the bar at a table. I find him at the usual table talking to Waltz, who has his hands on a box. Why, if it isn't the princess? Lovely morning, isn't it? It's the same as any other. Nonsense, every morning brings new opportunities, right, Waltz? I guess so. Every day there's another chance for a good deed, Princess. Right. No clever comments today, Princess? I do so enjoy them. Maybe coming to Karma was a bad idea. I'd love to stay and offer advice, but Waltz and I better be off. We have work to do. You mean that you're going to put me to work? Work? Faye asked us to pick up some provisions for the tavern. She asked us, but in the end it will be me carrying everything. You'd make a lady carry everything? Karma suddenly stops, then whirls to look at me with wide eyes. Oh! I cannot say that I like the glimmer in his eyes. How'd you like to help Princess Lisette? I'm sure this would count as one of your good deeds. I'm pretty sure that's not how this works. Oh, Waltz, you're no fun. Helping Karma carry things does not sound pleasant, but I'll go. Truly? Oh my, Waltz, it seems I will not be requiring your assistance today. Princess, are you sure? Perhaps this might be considered good. Besides, I finally get to leave this place for the first time since I've been here. I am sure. Okay, take good care of the Princess, Karma. Of course. For the rest of the day, Karma takes me to different shops around the town, reading off a long list and giving me the coins to buy things. I notice that the townspeople treat me nicely when the two of us are together. I don't understand why everyone likes Miss Karma so much, but maybe it's because they do not really know him. We stop in the middle of town and sit in a small cafe on the outskirts to take a break. Miss Karma is still the picture of elegance. Why do you dress like a woman? Darling, not so loud. Why is this even a secret? It's related to my curse. I mentioned that before, didn't I? What was your curse again? Karma was one of the only people at the tavern who did not share what his curse was. Is knowing my curse even so important? You know what my curse is, so tell me what yours is. You dragged me around town to help you carry things. The princess, those weren't even my things. They weren't mine either. Okay, I will tell you, though it is very sad. I do not think a curse is meant to be a happy thing. I have the beauty's curse! I was right! I was right, Karma is Belle! Beauty's curse. It's what forced people to fall in love with me every time they see my handsome face. Is that really a curse? That does not seem awful at all. Terrible, isn't it? It's terrible. Oh, what? Most people don't agree with me. It doesn't make sense for a wish to cast a good curse on you. I guess it doesn't, does it? Thank you, Princess Lisette. Why is he thanking me? Yes! It's the right option for further from Karma's romance. So you feel like I'm missing something. Is that really the entirety of his curse? But people don't fall in love with you when you are a woman as well. No, Princess, that love is admiration or appreciation, sometimes lust. And when you're a man, they swarm to me like moths to light. It becomes suffocating. Whom does it affect? The curse only affects women. It is a condition of the curse that they be a woman and that I be a man. It's part of the fairy tale. Also, wait, if it's Beauty and the Beast. Oh, right. Okay, I answered my own question because it was gonna be if it was Beauty and the Beast, shouldn't it be men? They get affected, not women, because Belle is a female, but the way it works for this particular curse is that it has to be a heterosexual relationship, not queer, because the relationship in the fairy tale is heterosexual. That is probably how this works. Which fairy tale? The one with... Oh. Karma suddenly stands up and points to a man selling red apples like candy. So he pulls me over, insisting we try them. I try to bring up the subject of the curse again, but to no avail. Karma somehow manages to be distracted for the rest of the day and is able to effectively dodge my questions. Is Karma hiding something from me? Why would he? I thought pairing up meant helping each other break our curses. Does he not want to break his curse? It is a question to ask. Oh, thank you so much, Lisette. We were all in a dire need of these supplies. I supervised her well, didn't I? Of course, dear. You did not do anything. Throw him under the bus! Princess, you wound me! It is the truth. But we had that nice talk. You avoided half of my questions. Karma lets out an exasperated sigh that becomes a very forced yawn. I'm going to go to bed. Today has been a tiring day. Please excuse me, darling. Sleep well. Sleep well, Karma. Karma walks away, leaving me alone with Parfait. It's not so bad, you know. I do not know why I agreed to work with him. Give him a chance, Lisette. I did not get a single good deed today. It's not just about the act, but about the intentions. Did karma just use me then? I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. Tonight will me rethink my partnership. Nope, we sticking with karma. I don't care. We sticking with karma. I barely sleep that night. When I wake up the next day, my body is sore from carrying all the supplies. The more I think about karma, the more my anger boils inside of me. How could I have not gotten a good deed yesterday? I decide to find him first thing in the morning. I see him at his usual table, once again staring out the window. A dark aura seems to surround him, and I notice that no one is sitting with him today. Karma? He keeps staring outside, and his eyes are glassy. Karma! Oh, Princess, good morning. It is far from a good morning. I did not sleep at all last night. What a shame. His voice is surprisingly cold, his tone rather dismissive. I was too busy thinking about yesterday. You told me that helping you would maybe help me complete a good deed. I pointed my necklace, which hasn't changed at all since I received it. Do you see? Not another piece. You get pieces added to your last supper. That's charming. I was thinking that pairing up teeth was a bad idea. Did you say we were paired up with me? I did. You must have known. Oh my, I assumed that you just wanted to help me. I didn't know you were pairing up with anyone. That's right, I never told him directly I wanted to partner up. Should I have? Doesn't matter what I say anymore because I do not think you can help me. Princess, I can't help you do a good deed. You have to do them on your own. I can present you with opportunities, though. Opportunities? We start first by thawing the ice around your heart. So even karma is calling me the Ice Princess. At least I speak my mind and don't pretend to be someone I am not. And I do not promise things I cannot deliver either. Princess, I do believe you misinterpreted my words yesterday. That is not my fault. Actually, kind of it is. Patience is a virtue. Now, if you could, I would like some time alone. I did not sleep well yesterday. Didn't sleep well? Oh dear, that makes all three of us. Who is this? Oh, it's Rumple! Ugh. Turn around and see Rumple appear at the front door. He strides towards the table with a confident grin on his face and then takes another seat. Karma lets out a sigh. Foul man, what are you doing here? You flirt with a man once and he hates you, is that it? No, you flirt with a man and then you insult him unnecessarily. Oh, I thought that was all in good fun. Oh god, I hate this dude. I hate this dude so much. Something about the expression on Rumple's face tells me that that is not true at all. Are they always going to be at each other's throats now? What are you doing here, Rumple? I couldn't help but overhear that you were looking for a partner, Princess. I thought I might offer my assistance since I know that I are happier. I skipped that text box on accident. Far happier than this fool over here. Would you like me to hit you again? There's a problem, sir. I only came to provide assistance where you cannot. Rumple turns to me, grabs my hand, and winks at me. Physical result. What you say, Princess? We could be wonderful partners, and in no time at all, I swear I would have that heart aflutter. Okay. I was being... Oh god. Back. Before I can slap his hand away, Karma slaps him instead. I cannot help the surprise on my face. Would you like another slap? I am in no mood for pleasantries today. You do not know how I ever mistook you for a lady. You're the most brutish man here. Slap. A slap for each cheek, darling. Would you like a third? Rumple stands abruptly from the table, glares at Karma. I can almost see electricity bouncing between the two of them as they stare over my head at each other. I see Jern walking towards us with a stern look on her face. I've never hurt a person unnecessarily. I don't resort to violence. My then, that gives me all the openings I need. We're slapping Rumple. I'm with him. Rumple is shown to be a douche. Blind spot. Both of the men turned to stare at me. I licked the red spot and I left from Mobile Shrink and went. I don't think I have ever slapped a person. I don't think I've ever slapped a person for anyone else before. My chest feels slightly heavy. Princess? You are being ridiculous. I have told you many times that I do not appreciate your flirting, and Karma doesn't either. Such a persistent man needs to be slapped a few times. Rumple puts a hand to his cheek and stares at me distraught. You deserved that. Alright, what's happening over here? During comes to stand in front of us, her expression stern. Nothing, I was just throwing myself out. Excuse me. Rumple leaves and I'm alone with Karma. He slumps back down to his chair. After making sure that he won't do anything rash again, Durin leaves us. I leave Karma sitting there by himself and I return to the front of the tavern where Anise has more chores waiting for me. Today I have to work as a server, which is still better than working with Mr. Broom. The usual people are at the tavern and I overhear conversations as I work. At one point, Garland walks over to the bar and Anise serves him a drink. He looks sullen. I watch him curiously for a few moments. Then I notice that he is staring at Durin, who is talking sternly to two drunken men continuously clacking their bottles together at a table. If you make too much of a scene here, you're going to bother all the other customers. But the same people are here all the time, eh? We're not bothering anyone, huh? Garland looks so agitated. What is wrong with him? I'm not staying to have you call me that again. Loosen up, woman. You may have been a knight at the palace before, but you got no such title now. Garland stands up, but I can see silent anger in his eyes. People at the bar look up at him with worry. I may have no title, but I still demand respect. Sir Garland, are you okay? He looks back at us almost like he's coming out of a trance. I'm fine. Sorry about that, ladies. He sits back down, glancing once more at Durin as she continues to speak to the man. They glance at Garland warily, their expressions more somber. But I see acting that way. Garland's usually more composed. Princess, is something on your mind? No. I rush all thoughts of what just transpired in my mind as I return to my work. Hours go by and my body protests to all of the leaning I have to do. Even though I had to carry a lot around town yesterday, it was nice to be out for a while. You've been better off helping him just to avoid the chores in here. At least that stops me from being worked to the bone. Oh, Princess, you're doing very well today. I always perform like this. But today you're delivering everything really quickly. Do you mean to say I don't perform well on other days? No, Princess, I only mean to say that today your performance is even better than normal. Is that supposed to be a compliment? Walking away from Anise, he stares after me sadly. If she wanted to give me a compliment, she could have said something that wasn't so backhanded. As the tavern clears for the day, I finally have time to sit down and relax. Sitting there, Walt pulls up a chair and sits in front of me. Hello, Princess. I heard from Anise today that you were excellent at your job today. Congrats on improving. Princess? So you're mocking me now, too? Princess, I think that you're taking things too seriously. The intentions of a compliment is to compliment someone. We're not making fun of you. You're implying that I'm not normally as good at this. We never said that you weren't good at this, only that you were better today. Let me give you an example. I put on a puppet show for kids. Sometimes the children come to me and say that the show is even better than usual. The children are telling you that your shows aren't normally satisfactory? Not at all. The children always smile, regardless of whether they really like the show. So long as you're trying your best, that's all that matters. The people in the bar are always smiling when you deliver food to them, aren't they? No, no one likes me here. Maybe if you smiled, they would smile back. I'm not going to smile for any of them. I do not owe them anything. You don't need to owe anyone a smile. Any smile that isn't owed is fake. Princess. Leaving Waltz, I want some time to myself. I walk upstairs to my bedroom, pointedly ignoring the look of sadness on Walt's face. I've been sleeplessly lying on my bed for hours. Sometimes I hear the sound of people walking through the hallways. Be up this time of night. I need to leave me some fresh air. It's eerily quiet at night. When I stop, I hear plant sounds coming from outside. What is that? Go outside, go. Well, I just say I needed some fresh air. No point in packing you now. I walk to the front door. Princess. There's Laura looking at me with a flicker in her eyes. Princess, what are you doing? Getting some fresh air. It's dangerous out at night, you know. You can't just keep me inside like some caged bird. I didn't say you had to stay inside. I said it was dangerous. We might need to get your ears checked. Then there won't be any problem with me going out right now. Princess, you only hear what you want to hear. You can't go outside without an escort. I'm not going to go far. Before Dolores can stop me, I walk out the front door, direction of the sounds. You must be the most disobedient princess I've ever met. And you must be the most annoying witch. Laura lets out an undignified snort as she catches up to me. Fine, then we'll go on this little night stroll together. Laura and I eventually find ourselves in the forest. Those sounds come like metal against metal. Well, I guess with you being partner this time, I answered an mention. Excuse me? I get the answers to my question when we walk through the trees and come into a clearing. You see where the sounds are coming from. They train! Oh, I want to recreate this art. The two men standing in the clearing, swords clashing. One of the men is Garland, who is poised with his sword. It takes a moment to realize that the other is Karma, who was in a dress. So it was he who was with Waltz that night. Neither he nor Garland noticed us at first. Princess, you're staring. I liked him anyway. Leave my butt alone. Of course I am. What is all this? A practice session. Karma is a very talented swordsman, and he practices at night with either Jern or Garland, depending on who's not on patrol. Thank you for the lurk fire. I would not normally call you out, but I just happened to see that. I'm also, because the bot just went off about the charity stream, I'm gonna post the incentives because we are doing a charity stream for Gamers Outreach, organization that provides gaming carts to kids in the hospital to bring a sense of normalcy to their lives while they are in the hospital. We have our incentive, our long-term stretch goals. We have already reached our first one, which is chat. We'll post something on my Twitter. I will get that up ASAP in the Discord for you all to vote on what you would like to post. And I will put the restrictions on what I will allow you all to post in there as well. And we are about $18 away. No, about 13 if I did my math right. No, 23. 23, I did math. We know. Hold up. I'm checking that out. Okay. We're $23 to our next long-term stretch, our next stretch goal, where you all will get to see baby pictures of the model. And then at $100, you all will get a cover released on my YouTube of the song Trap of Love, which is the song that the character I'm depicting in my cosplay for this Halloween season sings. Oh, I got the bot freaking worked. Okay, I didn't need to post that twice. The bot worked. Huh? I don't know what I did between last stream and this stream for the bot to work. But we have our incentives. For $2, we'll add 2 of the googly eyes that you see currently on my model to the model. For $5, you can make me take a shot of soda, which it's not a very well-known fact. I actively despise carbonated drinks. So you'd be putting me through some pain on that one. For $10, you can get a 10-minute sketch of a character of your choice. You will have to let me know in the donation message that I can see in Tiltify, or if you are a member of the Discord and you reach out to me through the Discord with confirmation that you made the donation, I can take things through Discord. And then we have our $15 incentive, which will be a personalized praise message, which if it is someone I know would vehemently, I will be happy to do it live on stream. But if it's someone I am just meeting for the first time, I require you to send me a little blurb about yourself, and I will write it out and send it, either record it and send you the recording or send you the text, as I want everything to be really heartfelt and really personalized with those praise messages. And it will, if it's someone I'm just meeting, it will take me some time. But let's get back to the game. Karma can use a sword that well. The king told me once that only knights could have such skill. Just who is Karma? Oh, if it isn't the princess. His voice is nothing like the feminine voice I always hear from him. Karma actually sounds like a man. I notice him looking at me in between his strikes with a little smile. How does he remain so composed and steady with a distraction? Princess. Karma quickly finds an opening in Garland's hesitant stance and then pins him to the ground with his sword, still smiling. To be distracted is to die, Garland. I know. The ability to see distractions and then put them in the back of your mind is one every knight should hone. You must know everything that is happening around you, but only deal with the pertinent things. Yes, sir. Karma straightens his sword in hand. Moments later, Garland stumbles to his feet and gives an obedient bow. Karma nods at him before sheathing his sword. A slow melancholy begins to creep into my heart. For some reason, seeing this sword practice makes me nostalgic, though I'm not sure why. What are you practicing for? To protect, princess. Knowing the sword is the same as knowing the shield. It is a means to protect. I love this line from Garland. To protect. Knowing the sword is the same as knowing the shield. It instills the fact that you need to know how to protect offensively and defensively. How you need to know how and when to be verbal and showing your feelings towards something that's happening towards someone, and when you need to be quiet and and be the shield for someone else. It is a beautiful thought. To protect? I think I remember having this kind of conversation with them before. I can never figure out how to counter an opponent when they're mere inches from my face. My commander called that one the enemy's kiss. A standoff where your eyes lock into your opponents because of the proximity. The best way to counter that is to point the sword in the opposite direction. It throws your opponents off with zero. Well, that makes sense, but the enemy's kiss, what a name. It seems so dramatic for a sword move, doesn't it? Swordplay is dramatic, though, isn't it? Isn't the most effective swordplay not meant to be flashy? Princess, I did not notice you there. Good morning, Princess. Well, the most effective swordplay cannot be predicted. The commander says it needs to be robust and quick. Sometimes swordplay can look like a dance, though, which is why some think that the professionals are flashy. That seems unnecessary. Everyone has their own methods, their own skills. All of us knights fight for different reasons as well. Isn't it to protect all of us in the palace? Well, yes, but we protect everyone in the castle for different reasons, Princess. The knights protect for different reasons. I turned to Karma. But Karma, you are not a knight. No, I am most definitely not, but since Scalahan and Jern begged me to teach them, I have somehow become their mentor. There was no way Garland should let me do that. After all, the both of them were the best knights in Angeli before they were stripped of their titles. Karma actually speaks the truth, Jordan, and I really did have to get down on our knees and beg for him to instruct us. What? Is Karma really so talented? You were finally impressed with me. What do you think, Princess? Am I the picture of elegance in this outfit, aren't I? Yes, you are! You need to wear this more often, Karma! You know, I don't know why you and Rumpel fight so often. You really are very similar. No, they are not! Yes, they both might be, like, flirtatious in their own ways, but Karma does not seek to impose his desires or wants onto somebody the way Rumpel does. I get part of that is probably he doesn't have memories, so he doesn't, like, know what anything is like. What he was like, or events that shaped who he became. He's probably much decent once you, like, get his memories back, but they put on the flirt act a little too hard at the beginning to make me pick him. Don't compare me to that fool. He has no class. Just because you come from different backgrounds doesn't mean he has less class. I think the fact this man has been slapped 4 times now in the span of us meeting him to this point, I think Karma is correct. So the reason you were so tired today is because you do these practices at night? Oh, I suppose I've been caught red-handed. Why does it have to be a secret? Does it have to do with Karma's curse? But he's not in his disguise now. We could have been working on breaking our curses today, but no, you decided to stay up late. Your practice was more important. Why, you were grumpy this morning. Well, our protection is vital, don't you think? Garland, that's Alice. How is that skill with the sword? Okay. I am getting a phone call from my mom, so I believe she needs me for cookie-related things, so I will be right back. gonna go to the end of this chapter, and then I will end stream, mostly because I have class in the morning and I really can't go long. Okay, I don't remember if I read this or not, so just for consistency, I'm gonna reread it. Garland, you were at the palace. How is it that Karma possesses more skill with the sword than you? Princess. Karma is special, Princess. He has more talent with the sword than a lot of other people. And I do pride myself on being a splendid instructor. But never fear, Princess. I will help you dispel your curse. After all, you did just suggest that we're still partners. Can he really help me with my curse? But how will he do that just by presenting opportunities? We'll try again tomorrow, darling. But for now, Garland and I have some more work to do. This time, Garland, do not lose focus. Can we stay and watch, please? I want to stay and watch. Yes, sir. Also did get something to drink, because I hadn't had something to drink for the entire hour, so... The sound the sword carries through the night air, and for a long while, I stand with Laura watching the two men fight. Karma chides... Hold up, I'm looking what that word means. Oh! Scold! It's an alternate word for scold! Okay. This is me learning new words. Karma chides Garland often, telling him that his concentration is waning. Karma is a good swordsman, perhaps even better than the palace knights. His nimble swordplay repeats again and again in my head, even when I return to the tavern for the night. You got a thing for him. Lucette, I've told you before that the knights are an unruly bunch. But mother, they are so much fun to watch. They are dangerous, Lucette. Any person with a sword has the potential to use it on you. But father says that those knights are supposed to protect me. That they are, Lucette, as that is their order. But as people, they may not be so good, Lucette. Not so good? The king has told you that the knights are meant to use swords to protect you, but you cannot trust them completely. Even though father said they would keep me safe? Sometimes the people we trust are the most deceitful, and a man with a sword has a weapon to use against you. No matter what he says, be wary that he can turn on you. I love the art style of these scenes. They're so pretty. I'm also just going to really quickly reload my stream editor because it's slightly being an ass to me. Twitch is just on my phone. It's just not wanting to work the way it should. Okay, there we go, stream editor. So now I can see real-time your messages and respond to them. Sometimes the people we trust are most deceitful. Oh wait, I already read that. Haven't I told you before that you should not trust people? But the knights are... Even knights can be treacherous, Lucette. Do not trust a man with a sword. He can be dangerous. Yes, mother, I understand. Try to understand, my sweet. I only want you to be safe. Yes, I understand. Oh, I did not realize we were that close to the chapter end. Okay, we're gonna play a little bit into chapter 4, which I think was called Girlfriends. Jern, if you don't come at me like you truly mean to stab me, you'll never land a hit. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir? It has been about 2 weeks since I first saw Karma here in the forest practicing with Garland. I've come here every night since then, though I never stay long as Karma, since I actually have work to do. Alright, here I come. The two swords clash and Karma laughs as he throws Jern back and taps her lightly on the shoulder with his sword. That makes 4 hits. That one was easy. Is that the best you can do, Jern? I noticed that every time Karma practices with Jern, He's in his Miss Karma disguise. He says it's because of the curse and because he does not want Jern to fall in love with him. Isn't he being overdramatic? I doubt someone like Jern could fall in love with Karma. Be subtle and quiet, Garland tells me. You're usually good at that. I am, sir. Then why the exception today? Ah, sir. Darling, it wouldn't happen to be because of the way I'm dressed, would it? Are you still not used to it? Hit the nail on the head, haven't I? It's not very chivalrous to hurt a lady, of course, but that logic applies to men as well. An enemy is an enemy, Jern, even if your enemy is a delicate flower like myself. Delicate flower? Jern, you should hit him on the head for that. Go, set being a baddie! But princess, he's not delicate at all. Jern laughs and I scowl at her. Is she laughing at me? You and Karma seem to get along. I doubt it. Oh, princess, you wound me. You always say that. You wound me where Jern's blade cannot. Something flashes in Jern's eyes as she readies her sword again. Karma stands ready as Jern rushes at him with her sword. Oh, wait, I actually hit that too quick. Shoot. Their swords clashed again. Excuse me, I think I'm covering over the wall. I wonder. Karma, your back's open. Turns to Jern, taps him on the shoulder. Karma turns. Jern taps him on the shoulder and laughs aloud. I did it. A single hit. It looks like you have a weakness too, Karma. No, it wasn't a weakness. It was a lack of sleep catching up with me. Why did he listen to me? He told Garland the other day that it was crucial to only listen and watch the most important things. Alright, practice is over for now. I can see Garland coming for his practice. Karma walks to the corner to have a drink. I should probably head back to the tavern soon, but there's something I want to see first. On her way out, Jern gives a solemn nod to Garland. She pauses to say something to him and looks at me, noticing my vague curiosity. I was just mentioning what a good swordsman Karma is. I've seen him fight, and Karma's a good swordsman. There's no doubt about it. Yet, is practicing with him really so special? He's fast on his feet and quick with his reactions. He's an excellent person to train under, even better than most of the commanders in the palace. Why he doesn't work in the palace, I don't understand. Like, if he is as good as you all are saying, why doesn't he work in the palace as a knight? I can second that. Even better than Ross, remember him? The first commander we trained under, the one that punished slow learning with extra exercise. You always had to do more exercises than I did. Something about you being distracted? I was watching the way you swung your sword to make sure you didn't hurt yourself. You've always been overprotective. I see blush. That's not overprotectiveness. Unless these are siblings, he has a crush on her. How would you want to bet? Always been overprotective. Well, They both suddenly stopped to look at Karma, who was smiling slyly on the other side. Why does he have that look on his face? Well, that's a sign. We can't keep the commander waiting. Garland shakes his head, his expression snapping back into something more serious. Right. The two exchange quick farewells before Jern waves and steps out of the clearing, leaving Garland with Karma. You're in dress today. Are you two really so opposed to hurting me when I'm in dress, or are you worried about ruining it? No. It's just so strange. You move so well even in a long dress. But yeah, Jern did mention almost stepping on it once. Impossible in the picture of elegance. Of course, sir. I don't think he was talking about you, Karma. I'm trying 2 hours. Karma shrugs Garland's comment off. The two ready their swords, then get right into practice. Jern has taken over Garland's patrol now so that Garland can get into practice time. Sir Garland, have you told Jern yet? No. The conversation that Karma always has with Garland is the real reason I stay behind to watch them practice. Understand why Garland answers Carmen's questions if doing so makes him so depressed. Will you ever say anything to her, Garland? Why didn't you just confess to her already? I was right! Carmen lands an easy hit on Garland, who sighs in response. Whenever Garland thinks about Jordan, he gets distracted. I do not understand his feelings at all, but seeing him going quiet frustrates me. Jordan is talented and poised. I could never be good enough for her. Oh, I bet if you asked Jordan the same question, it would be the same answer. You'll never win a woman's heart if you don't compliment her looks as well, Garland. Well, she's pretty too beautiful, and then there's me. Aren't they both knights? Haven't they been training together for a long time? I say something to her. I feel like dissing him would be counterintuitive. Well, all you ever do is talk about her. Even Karma says your concentration is lacking because she is always on your mind. Embarrassed. So just tell her if she does not like you back, then that's it. She does not like you back. Confessions are hard, Princess. Very tedious. You're only saying that because you were dramatic about everything. This counts as a good deed. I feel like this should count as a good deed, but I feel like there's story scripted things that are going to be good deeds. Dramatic about everything. The very nature of love is dramatic, darling. But enough idle chatter, sir. Let us continue our training. I end up staying longer than I intended. By the time I considered returning to the tavern, Garland and Karma are wrapping up for the night. I have questions for Karma, so I wait until Garland leaves before I approach him. You're still here, Princess. Were you seeking out alone time with me by chance? I have enough of that every day when we run errands. I just have a question for you. You always come to the right person. What can I do for you, Princess Lucette? You ask Garland the same question every time you train, and he always tells you that he cannot confess. Carmen nods in acknowledgement, but his attention is on his sword. He inspects it carefully before sheathing it. It frustrates me. You're frustrated? That look of his always annoys me. Oh my. It is annoying. Did you want to ask me why you won't confess because you're so frustrated? Yes. I suppose after almost 2 months, I do know you a bit better. You do not know anything about me. I do not know anything about Karma either. Confessing isn't easy, dear Lucette. Surely you must realize that the possibility of rejection is a significant deterrent. I love that Karma is the let's talk about love route. I love it. But if you ever ask, you never get an answer, and the stress of worrying stays with you and ruins everything. This really is a powerful conversation about the feelings associated with confessing love and how you can worry yourself to the end of time about confessing to the one that you care about the feelings that you hold for them and about how much they matter to you, and yet something can happen in the blink of an eye and can take that person away from you. And the words left unsaid will remain unsaid forever. So why not speak the words you want to speak to someone that is important to you? Take the risk, take the chance, and know you have no words left unspoken. Why are you staring at me? Is that the reason you're so blunt, Princess? Blunt? You are far more blunt than I am. Princess Lucette, you truly are amusing. You are sharp as a knight's blade. I'm not amusing. Is that a matter of opinion, darling? He really is insufferable. And yet, I still come to him for advice. The scariest part of a confession is the possibility of rejection. Can you imagine loving someone and then finding out that they don't feel the same way about you? My thoughts shift to the king. My chest tightens. Princess Lucette. Karma reaches out a hand to brush a strand of hair out of my face. I slap it away without realizing. He pulls his hand back with a gentle sigh. My apologies, Princess. No, I cannot imagine. No? Loving someone and finding out they do not feel the same way. I always knew my father never loved me. My understanding is different from what karma is referring to. Besides, I no longer hold any love in my heart for the king. I have already given up hopes on him. Right. It is a good thing you haven't experienced rejected love, Princess. It is one of the worst feelings. Karma asked to be alone, so I returned to the cabin by myself that night. Oh, we got the funky intro art for him. Pretty. I do not know why I agreed to this, but nothing changes. Today, once again out in town with Karma running errands. Since we've been partners, he insists on me coming with him every day. This lady needs alternate dresses in the closet. Variety is key when you want to make an impression. Why would you want to make an impression on people in disguise? A disguise is meant to conceal you. It does not exist to be wanted. Oh no, darling, I only wore the disguise to stop the curse from working on people. I'm really meant to conceal anything from the fact that I'm a man. Being doted on by a married woman or by a woman in love with another man is especially troubling. Is the curse really that powerful? Karma leads me over to the dress store, and our conversation pauses when he goes to the store and gives specifications for new dresses. I believe Karma suggests going to someplace to reward me for all my hard work. You're treating me? Why wouldn't I, darling? You've been helping me for a while now. What is this feeling? Gratitude? Karma does owe me for everything that I've done for him, so why do I feel like this? You know, it would be much easier for you to just carry the bags. Oh, there, let's buy one of those cupcakes. Cupcakes! I'm sorry, I just had sweets, so I'm a little hangry, and mentions of sweets are always nice, because sweets are delicious. Glanced through my suggestion easily. Does he really dislike work so much that he'd rather pay me off for helping him? Karma takes me to the stand showcasing all kinds of cupcakes. There are some with colored frosting, others with fancy decorations. Some are especially eye-catching, like the bright blue cupcake decorated with little stars. I think can't you fancy, ladies? All of them actually last. I do not think eating all of them would be good for my diet. What do you think, Princess? We shall share one? I turn back to the cupcake, which I realize are big enough to share between two people. Yeah, large cupcakes are delicious. I'm choosing one for myself, one that Karma would like. I guess he's treating me, but two cupcakes catch my eye. One has tiny little creatures sitting on top of the frosting. It seems to be a little lizard of sorts, though it's strange. The colors remind me of Karma's dress. The other cupcake is decorated with little white chocolate pearls. The pearls are small and somehow cute, but Karma might like the other cupcake. Fancy cupcake with the lizard! I want the one Karma would like. I'll have that one. The one with the... Oh my, is that a chameleon? A chameleon? It is a chameleon. Oh, that's adorable, sir. We'll take one of those. I was thinking you'd like it for the colors, not the chameleon, whatever that is. Let's go enjoy this somewhere else, shall we? Yes. Yes. I want my relationship. Karma leads me to the middle of the plaza, and the two of us find a table. He walks off to get a fork and a knife before returning and handing a set to me. Do we really need a knife and fork to eat a cupcake? So before we got your dress, and you distracted me with the cupcakes, we were talking about your curse. Were we? It's not an interesting topic. It's glad we've gotten off that tangent, to be honest. Why don't you want to talk about it? You have a secret just as I do, Princess. The whole point of pairing up is to help each other with our curses. Princess, you want to help me? Only because it's necessary that I help him so he can help me. It made any progress helping you, though. You said you would provide me with opportunities. Not very good at that, am I? I'm sorry, Princess. Well, I don't think I've done anything for you either. But Princess, you've been helping me for the last few weeks. Whether or not it's an obligation, you still are good company. good company. No one has ever told me that before. The only challenged me for being difficult to speak with. Oh, the see with a cupcake! It's adorable! And that is a chameleon. Farmer starts cutting the cupcake with his knife, sliding through the frosting a cake with ease. I've definitely never seen such refined manners for a simple dessert. But what was your life like before the Cursed Princess? I have no need to tell you any of that. No, it's not. No, it is not necessary. But I am curious. Would I be doing a good deed in telling him? I don't think so. How about we trade off, fact for fact? You give me a story today, and I'll give you one tomorrow. Makes you think I'm interested in your life. Well, you do keep asking me about my curse. Only because we are working on breaking our curses. Okay then, we won't talk about the past or any secrets. We can talk about this cupcake instead. It's adorable. What? Why does he always insist on changing the topic? Karma cuts the chameleon top in half. I notice that he gives himself the head, which is a lot cuter while I get stuck with the tail. The chameleons are little lizards that can blend into their surroundings. Is he willing to go this far to avoid the subject? When I was a child, my father used to call me a chameleon. Oh, we got a little karma factoid! What? I hid a lot to avoid responsibilities. Oftentimes, no one could find me. Not my father nor the servants. If he had servants, then that makes him a noble? One day I was out searching for a mythical creature in our garden, and I came upon the chameleon. It was this small, silly little lizard, but I only found it because I was looking for something fantastic. The lizard on the cupcake does not seem all that fantastic. My father explained what it was to me, and then he started calling me his silly little chameleon. That is adorable. It was ridiculous, but he said I was always very good at hiding, and so it suited me. What is it, Princess? It seems like you were so good at hiding. You hide behind your disguise and keep many secrets. I suppose I'm still a chameleon, then. I don't think that nickname makes any sense. Sometimes they do not have to. Nicknames don't have to make sense to be endearing, Princess. Will you please just get back to the subject at hand? Yes, this cupcake. If you insist on sharing a story for a story, then I will tell you something about me. Oh? You didn't seem the time to want to share. I normally do not see any reason for sharing things about my past, no. Mother once told me to confide in someone else was a weakness. But more than that, I was always worried that others would judge me. No one has ever wanted to listen to me. I know enough about others' opinions of me to know that they think I am the one at fault. Anyways. I wouldn't judge you, Princess. I wouldn't judge you for not wanting to say anything to me. I divulge nothing to you, after all. A story for a story, that's the deal, right? I expect you to keep it. Or rather, a fact for a fact. It is not like I have to tell him everything, just something about myself. I'll tell you about my life at the palace. Oh, shoot. I accidentally hit the window button. Hold up. So how is it a secret? If it's a secret, though I doubt hold up. Okay, I didn't advance your text boxes. Okay! Not as if it's a secret, though I doubt Karma would understand. Ever since Mother died, the palace has been a cold place. Why the surprise is because you see an Elmaine and Rod and assume we are all one big happy family. You have to admit that Prince Elmaine seems quite gentle. Princess Rod is quiet, but he seems like an honorable man. When I saw you and the princess at the dress store, Princess Emmeline seemed very nice, is she not? Her kindness is fragile at best. She tries far too hard for it to be genuine. Her insistence is irritating. I have never wanted to be friends with her. The king took a second wife after my mother died, as if she never mattered to him. Karma is silent, and I continue to talk, my emotions loosening my tongue. I had meant to stop there, but the words keep coming. The only one who ever showed me any affection in the palace was Mother. The king never paid much attention to me in the first place, but he treats Rod and Elmaine far better than he has ever treated me. What was your mother like? All of my fondest memories are with her. She is always with me in the palace, teaching me right from wrong. She taught me how to not show weakness, who to speak with. Who to speak with? Needless conversation is useless. People are often very likely to lead you astray. That was the reason I never saw any reason to speak with the townsfolk. Will you judge me as everyone else does? No, Princess, I'm not judging you. I'm just a little sad. Sad? Why would he be sad? It sounds like you lived an empty life. It's not an empty life, but it sounds as if your mother separated you from everyone. It wasn't as if the town folks would have accepted me anyway. Mother said they were not to be trusted. Princess, about your mother. I do not hear you speak ill of her, of mother. No, I only had a question about your mother. Farmer coughs and pauses during him as he clears his throat. What is it? This. Oh God. Hear the change immediately. His voice is lowered far lower. The soft gentleness is gone. Carmen puts his hand to his throat and gumbles. Voice is teetering on the edge of sounding unmistakably male. I always wondered how he's able to change his voice, but I always forgot to ask him about it. What's happening to your voice? Oh, who's Karma? Turns to see a young market girl approach as she looks at him adoringly. I want to speak with you, Miss Karma. Ever since you complimented her dress that one time in the dress store. Really lovely today, Miss Karma. Just nod. Karma. Get Karma. Get Karma out of that situation. I think we're going to see what the curse does. I'm quite fine. Open Doodle as the girl takes a step back, looking shocked by Karma's now deep voice. Curses again in his deep voice before forcing a bright smile on his face. Excuse me, I'm feeling injured over there. The other side is trying to only annoying. Sorry. Can you offer any sort of assistance? What is it, Miss Karma? Attempt to leave with Karma. I want Karma to respect me. I think we'd better do this. Karma nods his head. I'll explain to you if we just sit here. There's nothing I can do to help you too. Is there nothing I can do to help you too? No, obviously not. I'm sorry. I'm not looking at you. I'm trying to get us out of your house. Leaving? He takes my hand and curtsies politely to go. Ridiculous just to see you smile. You are the same. The comment doesn't phase him, he smiles widely as he lays her shirt. I'm not even going to laugh. You can't do this works with you. Maybe we should go see it. Is practicing the chair. Maybe we can go to the princess. The Lord and Parfait let me go to the forest at night alone now, since they know that I am meeting up with Karma. Parfait is in the reception room tonight reading a book. I was always told reading in the dark was bad for your eyes. Oh, Princess, I didn't see you. I asked that she closed the book, and I can now read the cover. She's reading Cinderella. That's my fairy tale. The Great War was caused by the fairy tales, right? Yes, that's right. You are reading one? The curse is based off these fairy tales, after all. Why are you reading Cinderella? My curse isn't anything like the fairy tale. It's reversed. True, but the morals remain the same. In order to become Cinderella, you must be good like her. Cinderella had everything handed to her by her fairy godmother. I had everything taken away. Princess, have you truly had everything taken away from you? Compared to what I used to have, what I have now might as well be nothing. You have friendship and people who enjoy your company. No one in this tavern enjoys my company. Cough, Karma! Are you sure about that, princess? I think you just have difficulty trusting that we all like you. Like me? Why would you like me? You've become like family here. I haven't even been here that long. It doesn't matter. Everyone here at the Marchand is family. Family. You were saying that everyone on the Marchand is like family. Princess, you're one of my boarders. You're more than just regular here. You live here with us. So like I said, you're family. I speak more with the people here than I've ever spoken to my own family. In the palace, I was always alone. The only person I could speak to is Fritz. Are you going to watch Karma practice? A non-response. Be safe, princess. As I head to the door, recall what happened earlier today. Parfait, where's the potion you made for Karma? You mean the potion I make to change his voice? He begged me to help him when he first designed his disguise. Karma makes a beautiful woman, but he didn't think the illusion was complete without a convincing voice. You know how picky he is. Something else on your mind, princess? Karma hides his curse, but you must know the conditions for breaking it, don't you? Parfait does not answer. Or are you also keeping it a secret? Princess says that not everyone likes to keep secrets. I think it would be better if you ask Karma to answer. I just don't understand why you won't tell me everything when I'm trying to help you. Just as you think your good deeds are difficult, there is something about Karma's curse that he can't come to terms with. I put my hand to the necklace around my neck. Self-informed and good deeds. Can I really do this? I'm going now. I walked out the front door into the forest. I decided not to think about all this, at least not until later. I wish this was all simpler, and that Karma wasn't cloaked in so many secrets. Mother, I went to town today. Oh, I told you not to go into town. Did your father take you? He told me that it would be fun. And was it? No, everyone looked really angry at me, but I don't know why. I told you before, haven't I, dearest one? The town folks are jealous of you. Jealous? They are bitter about their lot in life, and because of that, they will seek to use you for your status. You cannot trust the Blueset. You cannot trust anyone but me. Trusting others will only lead to heartbreak, Lucette. You trust me because I will never hurt you. You hurt her by leaving. Chapter 5, Favors and Payback. This is where we're going to end stream, just because it feels like a good stopping point. I do want to take a quick look before we end at the gallery, because I haven't looked at this yet, and I want to see if there's stills. Oh, yes, there are still some scenes we haven't got from the miscellaneous section. I want to look at Karma. I want to look at Karma's specific section and see. Oh, yes! The swords! We're gonna sit with the sword scene open while I end stream. Because it is absolutely gorgeous. But I'm going to find someone for us to raid. I'm gonna pop the raid command just so I can go ahead and grab the raid message. You know what? I don't get to raid this friendo a lot. We're gonna raid the Negative Pro. But I hope you all had an amazing time during stream. I'm sorry that there was a delayed start because of everything going on with me IRL. I will be trying to do a stream tomorrow afternoon after I get done with classes, as long as I have the spoons to do so. We will most likely either be continuing this or playing more of the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, because I am really invested in this story for this game. Please consider checking out the socials and joining the Discord if you want to keep up with my stream notifications. I'm going to hopefully do better about posting schedules for my streams. And the Discord is where you all will get to vote on what you would like to post to my Twitter for the stretch goal. But with that, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening. Bye-bye!